Hey there, Tall Man Clan, welcome back. Today we are at the Florida RV Super Show down here in Tampa, and we are with Mobile Suites this morning. We are gonna take a look at their, God, I can't remember the model number, hang on. It's the 40KSSB4, so let's go. All right, so look at the storage. One thing that's neat about all the mobile suites from DRV is they all have the drop frame. So it gives you massive amounts of storage up here in the front, okay? They also have all the utilities behind sort of the sliding door thingy, right? And so that if you have to have any work done, it's easily accessible. They're not tearing apart the coach, right? Look at how thick these doors are. Right. Unbelievable, right? Slam latches, right, which is awesome. Full body paint, which is also another feature of all the DRVs, whether it's mobile suites or full houses, right? I love the body paint. Another thing that's nice, and I believe this is new this year, is independent suspension with disc brakes, okay? And I believe it's also ABS. So it's a great ride down the street for your RV. Nothing's bouncing around in there, which is awesome. And that's the price here at the show, right? So these are not what I would call entry level when it comes to price. Of course, you know, if this is where you want to start with your first RV, there's nothing wrong with that. But definitely not your price point, but wait till you see the inside. There's a reason for it. So let's move around to the back. You have a little extra storage compartment right here for some things, right? And then when you get to the back, there's a hitch for putting on some accessories.
Or a flag.
Yeah, or a flag, right? The rear camera is already mounted for you. And as you can see, there's a ladder so you can get to the top. This is the compartment for your the cable. You see it comes out of the bottom. It's on an automatic reel, so you just press a button and it rolls up the cable for you. You have a 6-point hydraulic auto level system. You press a button, it levels itself, okay? As you can see, there's lots of doors here, okay? So this compartment leads to the back of the refrigerator, so you can service the water line and the ice maker, right? This compartment here is just another storage area. This compartment here is your wet bay. This is where you would connect your hose to get water to the coach, as well as your pulls for your black tank and gray tank. This is the other side of that storage compartment, which is, again, is awesome. And this is where your two 40-pound propane tanks are. So let's get a look at the numbers, which, by the way, right above the numbers, there's your control for the auto level system. I love the fact that it's right here, because we are right where the truck would be connected. And so you're right here with it when you're connecting and disconnecting your trailer, if you will, your coach from your truck. Where are we? Gross vehicle weight, 21,500 pounds. That is gross vehicle weight. You can put in 3,000 pounds of cargo, 3,300 pounds, excuse me. All right, so when this thing is empty, it's about 18,000 pounds. Let's go to the front. Here are sort of your utility bays, if you will. The one that Lisa's looking at right now, you can see that's where your batteries are, your inverters and all that stuff. And the batteries are on a tray that come out, which is nice. To the left, that's where you would put a generator if you wanted to have a full-time generator mounted in there. And I believe a standard for this would be like an Onan 5500. We can see our pin box. It's an upgraded MORryde pin box, so it's going to be a nice drive down the road, especially with that independent suspension. Let's go inside. Come on. So we're going to do this in reverse. We're going to start in the back. As we mentioned, we're at the Tampa RV Super Show. The show's open, so there's people walking around, so we want to give them some privacy back there to do their business. So we are up in the bedroom. This is, again, a RV King. You'd be 70 by 80. It is pushed all the way to one side, so you have access to get in and out of the room. And so there's only sort of countertop space or a nightstand, whatever you want to call it, on one side of the bed. There's power. There's a wireless charge plate there. However, interestingly enough, the valance would be big enough if you wanted to stick your phone on top at night while it's charging. I love the look at this. Go ahead, you can open it and show people. But isn't that kind of a cool look with the headboard, the colors. I mean, it's very, very well put together with the decor.
I love the texture.
Absolutely, I do too. Right across from the bed, you've got sort of your entertainment and some wardrobe stuff, right? So you've got 2 cabinets up top where your TV is. Beneath, you've got 6 drawers and solid surface countertops throughout. And then here's sort of your master closet, which is cedar lined. There's a built-in safe for all your valuables. Of course, now everybody knows where the safe is in these coaches. All right, so yeah, beautiful. I love the smell of cedar.
Yeah, me too.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
It does.
So as we head out, I believe this is where the washer and dryer would go. Sort of in the hallway, which actually I like, Lisa, because it's away from everything.
I know, I like it separate like that.
Yeah. So here's your master. Uh-oh. You know what time it is.
It's time for Tallman's Toilet Test.
All right, if you are new to the channel, I am 6'4", so use my height as reference as I'm walking around the coach. And as you can see at my height, there is no problems on this toilet. If this thing had like a backrest, I could recline in here, okay? Very, very comfortable. Up right as you come in is sort of your vanity. There's a little bit of extra countertop space in there for putting your, your toothbrushes and toothpaste and lotions and potions and things like that. I love there's a cabinet underneath with a door and a couple of drawers. If you look up there, I love that accent lighting all the way around.
Isn't that nice?
It's like an LED strip or something, right?
Yeah.
And a nice medicine chest, which, also for the tall people, I can see my entire self, which is awesome. And your little place to hide all them drugs. Now here is going to be a challenge for the tall people. We saw this in one of the other ones. Obviously I can't stand upright that is, because it's low. The other issue for me is that the bubble, the skylight, is this way as opposed to this way. If it was this way, I could move around in the shower. But because it's this way, I'm sort of stuck in this position right here. Unless I sit down on the bench that's right here, okay? So I point these things out so you can make the decision if this would work for you. Remember, I'm 6'4". So let's move down further in here. Again, remember we did this one backwards. Oh, by the way, another interesting feature, the steps are kind of on one side, which is nice, right? And so you have this cabinet as you come in, and that's sort of where your control panel is, right? There's also some hangers here so you can put some jackets and things in there if you want. And then there's the kitchen, which extends from here to here. So your refrigerator, actually, when you walk in, is right here. When the slides are in, you still have access to the refrigerator, and you will still have access to the bathroom, because the bathroom door is here, right? And the refrigerator here, which is not the slide. The slide
Not
starts...
on the slide. The slide starts right here.
Right where the crown molding is? That's where the slide
Exactly.
is. So they were thinking about that, right?
They were, absolutely.
Which is a really good design, right?
Beautiful. So in the kitchen, we have this nice corner sink. That is stainless. It is a 70-30 split with the recessed divider there, so you can still get in and wash those big pots and pans. We got some decent counter space here.
Yeah.
This is solid surface.
Solid surface.
We've got a dishwasher. So if you don't want to have to wash those big pots and pans, you can throw them right in there. We've got our insignia residential appliances. So we have a nice convection microwave, 4-burner stove, and a nice big oven.
Lots of cabinetry up top, right? And remember, all wood cabinets. This is a high-end luxury fifth wheel. Okay, there's no thing spared, right? Real tile on the floor, real tile backsplash, real wood cabinets, soft closed drawers. I mean, all the bells and whistles. Asdel siding. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. There's a little food pantry here, which we just sort of, we didn't get to it yet, but I want to make sure, since we're covering the kitchen, that we don't forget the pantry.
Right.
Pull-out drawers and things.
This is great with the pull-out drawers, because this goes way back there, and it being high up, you have great access to it.
Now, the front also does have the LED lighting around here. It's just not on right now. And then you have your little dinette. Now, this will seat 4, but this is sort of the 2-seat configuration. The table just slides out, and then there's 2 extra chairs that would sit right here. So if it's just you and your wife, you can keep it in so you have easy access to walk into the living room. There's also sort of a little buffet behind there, so you can store some things back there, which is awesome. Speaking of which, there's this interesting thing right here.
I'm thinking that would be a great place for your printer and your computer if you wanted to use that as a
as the
home
office. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. What would you guys use this for? If this was your RV, what would you use this space for? Leave a comment below and let us know. And then the living room. I love the sort of, not opposing, but sort of L-shaped sort of sofa and theater chairs, because it's great for conversation when you have guests and stuff over.
Yeah, plenty of space.
This is a 3-seater, and of course it pulls out to be a bed, so if you have people coming to stay with you, you can do that. Up above, you got some tall man storage.
Right.
I actually would have to stand on the couch to get up there. Yeah, I'm pretty tall, but that's really tall. Our friend from Nursing Travel Bugs, he could probably reach that.
I bet he could.
Or Nursing Your Travel Bug? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Very comfortable. Now, these are cloth. They're not the sort of faux leather, and so they're not going to fall apart on you. You just hit a button and they go out, okay? And then the other button you go in. Directly across from where we're sitting now is your TV. And again, the TVs are just getting big.
They are.
Right? Because let's look, we all want big TVs now.
Every time we walk in and we say, wow, that's the biggest TV in an RV I've ever seen, the next one we walk into is even bigger.
Anyway, look, if this is the first time you're seeing our videos, do us a favor. Thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. As far as the Tall Man Clan goes, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for being there for us. We appreciate you. And until we see you all again, be safe.